Cathie Woods just proved that people who own XRP and HBAR are about to make a lot of money. We have a lot of important, interesting news for everyone back home today. We have everything from big investments in crypto to institutional usage in ETFs, as well as some direction from Cathie Woods. So stay tuned until the very end, because I promise you won't want to miss what I have to share with you today. Let's start with this definitely big claim that I found quite surprising. Rumble has just announced that Tether has given it $775 million. That is definitely crazy. Starting to see is that the have an effect on many cryptocurrency projects and companies is growing very quickly, and they are investing right away in media, which could be very exciting. There is some debate about this because some people don't believe it, but we're starting to see a bunch of different stories about how institutions and governments are adopting crypto. This means that crypto's influence is growing, which will be great for a few cryptocurrency projects. This is especially true for XRP, which is having an effect on politics more and more. For example, Fox reports that Ripple is going to donate $5 million in XRP to President Trump's inaugural fund. This is pretty big. Right now, this is also going to make a lot of eyebrows stand up. There are a lot of people who are going to learn more about XRP after this. Also, I promise you that there is a good reason for XRP to make this go around. There is no doubt in my mind that this will lead to a very good outcome for the Ripple and XRP family. In this case, we already know that Brad Garlinghouse has been talking to Trump directly. I can most definitely picture what they said. That being said, Trump has said this: US-based jobs that are all crypto, there will be clear rules because he is going to make sure of that. I believe this clearly shows that they are now best friends. They're pretty close. We still don't know for sure what will happen with this. On the other hand, I think next year will be a really great time. Also, a lot of banks are starting to accept Bitcoin. Group C, France's second largest bank, is going to start a service for all of its 35 million users to fund their accounts with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It goes without saying that this will let a lot of people in France who didn't have access to crypto before get it. Getting 35 million new users is a big deal. And I can best think about what will happen when France's main bank and the rest of Europe start to do the same. It is important to stress that France is a unique country. You know that Ireland is a great country that has a big effect on the rest of Europe. So I believe this is the start of a very big snowball effect that will cover the whole continent. Also, Bitcoin and Ethereum crypto index ETFs are about to start trading on NASDAQ, which is also going to be a big deal. Now, there are Ethereum ETFs. I don't think Ethereum will do anything too crazy. It's just not as big as a Bitcoin ETF anymore. To be honest with you guys, I think Ethereum is kind of old news. I gave away all of my Ethereum. The SEC is still okay with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, especially these crypto index ETFs that are just now starting to be made. This is important though. That seems like it will be very important for the future of cryptocurrency. It's giving us a cleaner structure as we move forward. Soon there will be XRP ETFs. Considering how much market dominance XRP has been getting lately, I think it will be much bigger than any Ethereum ETF. And while we're talking about all that great stuff, let's hear some words from Cathie Wood right now. That is something I need to say right now. The effort that BTCC and I are running is great. If guys click on the link below, they will get a 10% deposit bonus on any deposit over 500 USDT. In other words, if you put $10,000, you'll get an extra $1,000. So in case you're holding budget on Coinbase or some other trade and they may be no longer providing you with a great deal, I think that you should use that to your benefit. You can also see bigger bonuses of up to $10,000 with $10 split between each person. In order to buy and sell, deposit money, and do some of their tasks, they need to do that. I think a lot of you men already do all of those things in your conversations. Not only do you get a 10% deposit bonus, but also those huge bonuses just for buying and selling and making deposits. When you sign up with MyLink, your fees go down by 40% as well. To get all of these bonuses, guys, make sure you sign up through MyLink. There is no need to hold something on Coinbase. You can just move your price range from Coinbase to BTCC and get all of these benefits. It's an enormous victory for you all. You should make the most of it. You will get a lot of bonuses if you have a lot of cash. Having said that, let's finally talk about what Cathie Wood is saying here, because it's pretty crazy. Actually, it's pretty cool to hear people talk about cryptocurrency. So I'm going to play this clip for you guys and then give you some more information about the old coins and how this is all going to play out. We're seeing big traders become aware of this new asset beauty. And as they learn about it, they say things like, wait a minute, this new asset class or this part of a new asset beauty Bitcoin goes to keep 21 million tools in use. At its peak, there were 21 million Bitcoins available. After that, there were no more. Where are we now? There are now more than 19.5 million tools. This means that if institutional buyers are looking at this new asset class more closely, and this coin is really the first of its kind in a new class of assets, we think it will be the best chance of all of them. They must not forget to give something. So they may be doing the math on supply and demand. Because of institutions, we think that by 2030, that chance will have grown to 1 million to 1.5 million. That will be in 6 years. And I understand how supply and demand work. However, Cathie, I'm sure you're also well aware of some of the main complaints that, well, there aren't really any fundamentals if you're, at least not in the usual way that we try to price stocks or other hard to market items here. So it's not just a guess that someone will buy this from someone else down the street after I buy it. Is there something else that makes this weird besides just that send call for equation? That being said, I guess it's a really big thought that's not just a guess. It is a worldwide financial system that is built on rules. It's not public. It's not real. It is not organized. And the biggest computer system or laptop in the world only gives it a little help. It's the world's most stable network. That's why it's important. Gold might fit into the same group. Old costs money to shop. In all honesty, you know what's interesting? Over the last year, with the final half in April, the increase in Bitcoin, the number of Bitcoins issued each year, the percentage increase dropped to about 0.9% each year. In terms of long-term growth, that is less than the 1% rise in the price of gold. Thus, it is quickly becoming even more scarce than gold. But gold isn't like Bitcoin in that the price of gold is going up because more of it is being made. The rate at which the stock is going up, which can't happen with Bitcoin. A scientific formula predicts that it will go up by 0.9% every year for the next 4 years. After that, the delivery boom could be cut in half again. We believe you could use gold. The thing she's saying right now is very important to me. I'd like to take a moment to speak because this is something that many people don't understand, and I know she's talking about Bitcoin. But what a lot of people don't understand is the reasoning Cathie Wood is using for Bitcoin. It's true, and it works for a lot of different cryptocurrencies as well. XRP and HBAR. In addition, they have limited resources in the same way that Bitcoin does. This means that those cryptocurrencies don't cause inflation, which is a great thing. Not like the American dollar. They'll have a full cap supply. We don't know how much gold is on Earth, but we do know how much silver is. That being said, we know there's more than what we've already taken. Still though, here, this is very important because Cathie Wood's whole point is that this is a device that doesn't need any permissions and that everyone can trust. It is a new economic tool that people can use without having to count on the government. As far as, they don't have to worry about sudden cash flows that will make their money worth less. That makes sense for a lot of other crypto coins too.